morning, afternoon or evening, depending obviously when you're watching this video. I'm preparing at the moment, getting all my stuff ready for the tonight in my car mobile. Hopefully we'll be including a picture somewhere somewhere on this bit of my car. I've got a Red Devil on a mag mount, and I'm off to what we call around here, me and a friend, me and Mr. Tim, call the secret location. It's in Hartsill in Warwickshire. It's not ridiculously high, it's about 420 feet above sea level, but it's got a good takeoff point, and it has been well known to be a good location for DX. So, and it's about 10 miles from where I live, in a straight line, possibly 8, but that's the plan, to celebrate the 36 years of CB since it was legalised. I've been on since 78, 79 continually. I've had a few little small breaks here and there where I've moved house or one reason or another, but mainly in all that time I have been on. I will be taking probably 4 different radios. I've got a Midland in the car, an old Midland, I think it's a 2001. Turn this radio down a bit. As you can see now on the screen, and it should be nice and steady because I've got my camera for a change mounted on a tripod, an old Route 66 from the day with a legal stamp on it, 2781, and underneath that a Harrier CBX that some people considered the bee's knees. I was never that keen on them in the day, I must admit. Somebody's gone to the trouble of polishing the fascia on that. You can make out where the mic gain is, RF gain and delta tune and all that if you look closely at it. You probably won't see it on this video, but I would presume that the normal grey colour with the red writing has been scratched over the years. So somebody one day decided to take the paint off and sort of semi-polish it up. So yeah, so those 2 radios plus my Midland, plus a radio I've got behind me, my Nuneaton. I will lastminute.com sort of have a listen round on sideband, but primarily tonight's mission is to speak on a legal radio from the 1980s when it was made legal. And also I am a Charlie Tango member, CT 1017 1017. If I go on sideband I will use that call sign, but I used to be in a radio club years ago along with several hundred people, and they had a weekly meeting at a club in a village not far from where I live now, where I was brought up as a kid, and it was called the Brava Deltas. And at the time I was a Brava Delta 33, and my mother was a Brava Delta, I can't remember the number she chose, it's been many years ago. There was a lot of people. That sounded a bit Cilla Blackish, that did. A lot of laughs. There was a lot of people in the area, in the surrounding areas. Well, not every other house had an antenna on, but there was, you couldn't look far without seeing an antenna on a house or a car. It was big style. CB in them days, which is why they legalised it, give us a band we could use legally, get us off the AM onto the FM. So tonight's celebrating. So for the effort, I went out last night and give it a test run of this area, the secret location near Hartsill, and I did quite well. I took the Nuneaton, I went on the midweek net, 27.375, and I spoke to a guy in Grimsby called Rod. I never had a piece of paper and a pen, so I don't know his call sign. I also spoke to a guy called Oz, which was near Whitby in South Yorkshire. On the map it's 135 miles. Now I didn't have a burner with me, it was just radio power, and that radio does 20 watts on a whistle off a 13.8 volt power supply, so it would be less than that off a car battery. So today I've been disconnecting my little burner because none of these radios do 4 watts. In fact I don't know which one does the closest to 4 watts out of those 2, or the Midland. But so I'm taking a 203p, an RM, a little blue RM 203p. All being well, I'll get about 35 watts out of that into my antenna, which is a Red Devil. Hopefully I've already shown you a picture of what's mounted on my car. That's the plan of action. I don't think I probably won't get as far as I did last night on the sideband, because I think the sideband carries better than FM. But ground wave, apparently yesterday people were saying it was quite good. but there was bits of patchy fog around, so whether that helps your signal, the black art of antennas and locations and everything else. But me, along with plenty of other people, will probably make more effort than me. Adrian, Tango Mike 2121, I've just spoken to him. He's on the way to the Burton Assets, so I'm hoping to speak to him when I'm at the secret location later. And many other people are going to be out tonight. I don't exactly know what net starts at what time on what channel. I'm basically going to flick around the UK 40 and see what gives. I have got I must remember to take my little booklet tonight so I can write down. I'm absolutely terrible for organising. I tend to remember where I spoke to, whereabouts the area was, but not the person's call sign. I really have got a terrible memory for numbers. But I'm armed and dangerous. Look at this for once. That's a paintbrush. I ain't going to get far with a paintbrush. It's alright, I'm behind the scenes here. I'm messing about. Get me stuff. So I've got a thick pad there, look. Ready for action. Don't know where the lid is for this pen. Got a pen. I should have two really, shouldn't I? Spare one. So I've now got that, so I'm armed and dangerous. How good this video camera will operate under very dim lights in a dark car. Move that out of the way, and that. Yes, how good it's going to work in a dark car. But at least well, you should see a signal meter and various small lights, hopefully, and obviously the racket the CB is going to be making. Where I live, I get constant S6 or 7 usually of machine gun fire sort of in the background, so I'll never hear anybody below that. So that's part of the exercise tonight. It's making the effort and going out somewhere. As I say, some people are willing to drive for hours and all that, but under my medical terms at the moment, recuperating from my heart attack, I won't go on about it. I don't feel safe to go too far away from home. I am fit to drive and I am allowed to drive, so there's no problem there. I'll just get a little bit of anxiety now and again if I go too far from home for some unknown reason, but hopefully all will heal itself and improve as time goes on. That's my hope anyway. So I will patch this video to the next one I do. Will be at night time and when it's dark and in a secret location. I'll put a map up of where it is, and as I say, I'll be using my old call sign from the time where it was legalised, which was Bravo Delta 33, and I'll be semi disorganised but organised in a funny kind of a way, as long as I remember the fundamental things like a flask of tea, my vaping machine, because obviously I don't smoke any longer. Yeah, I've got loads of bits I've got to carry. I can't park a car near where I live, unfortunately. I live in a row of terraced houses and the car park is probably about 700 foot from where I'm sat. So I've got to carry 2 car batteries down there, 4 radios, a flask, patch leads, you know the score. So there's a bit of preparation, but like I say, some people will be going to a lot of trouble out there. They'll be driving for hours or miles. They'll be assembling some kind of a drive-on plate with masts and all sorts of antennas and everything. So hope all goes well for those as well, and let's hope the conditions are pretty good. So I'll see you in a moment when we're in the location.
Roger, thank you for that. First off, Terry, just on some high ground up there, Staffordshire. Trying to listen in on the guys on 36 there, but they're very faint. Yeah, copy that, Terry. Yeah, you're 5 and 9 by the way here to 9 miles north of Banbury. Yeah, Fred and Shed and Dave are chatting away there, but obviously the old world's on 36 tonight, so I think they've got me squelched out. I did try, as you probably heard. I can't hear Fred, but I can hear a couple of...
And I'm getting bleed over from Phil and Chris.
Yeah, bit of a nightmare, isn't it? But,
on 39.
I'm not sure how long he's going to stop on for, but stand by, Terry. Charlie Tango 1405 in QSO with 2121, the QSK, QRZ. Mike Romeo 054, good evening. That's a massive signal, my friend. Yeah, you're full scale here.
I'm going
9 miles north of Banbury at a high ground spot called Burton Dasset.
I'm getting bleed over on this radio. From Chris and Phil.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
On 39.
What was that? I walked out that way this morning. Nice to see you. No, but yeah, okay, no problem. I ain't got in there yet, but I've only got limited time to attack it, if you know what I mean. Then I have to move away. And I'll have another go in a bit. But all right, no worries, Alan. I'll catch up with you soon. You have a good one.
Who's that, Tim?
Hello.
Who's that you talking to, mate?
A bloke called Alan in West Bromwich.
Oh, Roger. I'm on 34, but I'm going to have to change radios. The old Binnertone's getting stick off 39 off Phil and Chris.
I do believe it. Do you know from there, to where Phil is literally, you can see him. You're overlooking his house, basically, where you are. If you want,
I'll just put the
1405 Staffordshire calling.
just put the RACBX on. This is getting wiped out by locals on the other radio.
This is too hard.
I'm on 36 listening for Fred in the shed, but there is people in the distance. That's about it. 26 Charlie Tango 1017 and Tango Mike 2121, both static. Burton Dassets and also Hartshill Nuneaton calling into the 36-year anniversary network. Anybody hear us? Come back. Can hear someone in the distance, but
Still listening.
who's that, mate?
If you want, a little bit faint to me, but yeah, there's a few on down obviously down south. Right, okay, I might have a listen on the SSB in a bit then, if there's no use, they can't get through to these lads, I might try the SSB. Okay, thanks for that, will do. I'll do a little bit more on it and then have a listen on the SSB. But thanks for that, cheers.
I don't think we're going to have any joy on here, Adrian.
The odd Sunday, pitched in the wind, mate, on 3-4, so might catch you on there. Okay, bye for now. 73.
Right, I'm going to have a spin round the channels, Adrian. See what I can hear. I haven't really heard a great deal, if I'm honest. Only people in the distance, but it ain't quite a success as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, do you want to knock it down a couple?
Yeah, I can hear somebody there talking in the background, but I ain't got a clue. I can't distinguish exactly what he's saying. Yeah, we'll go down a couple.
Down two, Shane, down two. Well, it's Terry, I'm back with you. I can hear Shane if you want to give him a report. Signal 4, radio 3 up to Staffordshire.
Hello, mate. You'll give me a 4/5 to where I'm parked up, mate. I'm at Hartshill in Nuneaton, Warwickshire, Roger.
What you say? I wasn't too sure if you were going to copy me on this little radio here, but yeah, you're radio 3 to 4. And I recognise the 1017. I think I've seen a few of your videos, Roger.
Oh, Roger. You'll have to tell me your call sign, mate. I was going to use my old call sign from yesteryear, the Bravo Delta 33, because I was in the club about 32 years ago. Where I'm from, there was a local CB club called the Bravo Deltas, and I was given the number 33, so I'm going to use that one tonight. But obviously I'm a Charlie Tango 1017. Yep, Mr. Shane. As Adrian calls me, the famous YouTuber, I ain't quite that famous, I must admit. It'd be nice, but yeah, I've got you no problems. What's your name, mate, and your call sign?
Yeah, okay there, Shane. Your name's Terry, and it's Charlie Tango 1405. And I'm up in some high ground in Staffordshire at the moment for tonight's celebration of the anniversary there. But yeah, I've watched quite a few of your videos there, Shane. I came across your Ham International one, because I've got a few Ham Internationals myself, and I came across that one, and then I've been watching a few of them ever since. So yeah, quite enjoy them. So keep doing them there, Shane.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, for the encouragement. And the next video, you see, tomorrow, you're going to be a star on there by the look of it.
Roger. Well, I was going to take some video as well and put it up on YouTube. I've put up some up there, the Charlie Tango nets on the 3-4. So yeah, I might take some video and put it up there.
Yeah, I look forward to listening to it. I look forward to listening to it, mate. I haven't brought a sideband radio with me tonight. I was going to, but I thought, well, it's all about the UK FM, isn't it? And the legalisation, so I'll be cheating a little bit. So I'm talking to you on an old Harrier CBX with a polished fascia. But I should imagine Timmy boy's out there. He hasn't got a call sign as in a Charlie Tango, right? That's Tim HT, short for high tension. And you've got Adrian still on here, I presume, which is Tango Mike 2121. So I'll let you take it through to both of those, mate. Take your turns which one's first, but and I'll sit quiet.
Okay there. Yeah, no problem there, Shane.
I ain't got no.
Yeah, I'm using the old Nuneaton 100, my original radio from 1981. So I thought it's only, you know, it's a thing to do. But yeah, okay, back to you there, Adrian.
Nice one, Terry. Yeah, I think Tim is on the frequency, but he's not taking you too well at the moment. Is that right, Tim?
Yeah, that's correct. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Not even a flicker on the meter. But whereabouts is he?
He's in Staffordshire. You're up on the Cannock Chase, are you, Terry?
No, I'm up at Malcop, Roger.
Oh, Malcop, he's up Malcop, Tim.
Oh, Roger. Roger, used to be a guy I used to speak to up there from time to time. I can't remember his name now. But anyhow, yeah, no problem. Unfortunately, no. I've not got a copy on him. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, not going to get a two-way going there, Terry, unfortunately. There's just not a path between the two stations. But for your information, Tim, you're full scale here, mate. Absolutely in the strawberry patch.
That's always nice to know, Adrian. Thank you very much. You're doing very well here also, but then again, you normally do. There's nothing new there. How are you getting on, Shane? Have you got the gentleman up there? I think you have, haven't you?
Oh, Terry, yeah, he's blown my windows out. He's not giving me a huge signal, but good Q5 and probably an S4. And I'm recording it for my YouTube channel. So yeah, he's belting through. Sounds like he's next door to me.
Roger, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. It's a good spot there, you know. It's a good spot for anyway that way on. Anyhow, I'm going to go quiet again because it's kiddie-wink bedtime in this household. Ha 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 ha. Oh yes, it is. So I'll leave you to it and I'll rejoin you in a little while.
Is that the ice cream van I heard in the background? Sounds like there's an ice cream van coming down your road there, Tim.
What's that? A baby police removal van. Catch you shortly. Terry, Adrian, Shane. Catch you shortly.
Roger Deep. What time are you there till then, Terry? I hope you don't mind being recorded, mate. I didn't recognise the voice because I've never heard you so well because I'm not at home, as you can imagine. And I'm using my old call sign as well, Bravo Delta 33 from yesteryear, from the local club in Bulkington that used to be 34 years ago, something like that.
Roger. Well, okay, no problems at all. Bravo Delta 33. This is Delta Alpha 75. You're 5 and 5, peaking 5 and 6 to my location. We're home base tonight, just to the east of Lutterworth, and sounding pretty fine there, Shane. Are you running something retro this evening?
Yep, Harrier CBX. I did have a Route 66 on that's got a fantastic receive. Unfortunately, Chris and Phil went up to 39 and were completely obliterating me. So I had to get my little screwdriver set out and change radios. So I brought 3 with me. I haven't brought any sidebanding equipment, which probably I should have now, but I thought it's all about the UK FM. So I brought three radios. I brought a Midland with a fantastic audio, but the receiver's a bit, you know, what's up, Doc? And this one, so I'm going to leave this one on there now. None of them do 4 watts, you know, none of them. and you'll give me a 9/5. Sounds like you sat next to me. It's fantastic not to have that horrible £7 skip I suffer with at home, Tom.
Absolutely, mate. Yeah. Well, I'm pleased to hear that, and it's just why we go portable. Unfortunately, it's a great shame we shouldn't have to, but with all the electronic equipment in any, even a fairly rural setting, it does ruin the hobby by and large. But yeah, it's sounding fantastic on the CBX there. I remember them from the day, and I think those and the Rotel 240 were both rated as being probably some of the best standard 2781 equipment that they sold in those days. But I was a Midland 4001 man, and well, an Amstrad 901 originally. That was what my dad got me. But yeah, and I think we finished up with a Maxcom 30E, which I've still got somewhere. But tonight we're not running anything too retro, so there we go. But yeah, good stuff, mate. And Adrian, good evening to you as well.
Yeah, it's sounding very good this evening, Tom. Funny enough, I'm looking at a Maxcom 30E right now on the passenger seat. I haven't actually put it on yet. It's powered up, but not connected to the antenna.
You little rotter.
That's shameful, isn't it?
Go on, stick it on.
All right then, you keep Tom company. Don't kill yourself with that stale tea, and I'll be back in 2 shakes for lamb's tail.
Blimey, there was me thinking he was on his Maxcom. In fact, I did put my name on that radio. Last time I went round his vicinity, Tom. I says, put my name on that radio. It's a nice clean one. So I'm gonna actually hear it now. But yeah, I'm glad to hear you on, mate. It's a bit. I was hoping to speak to Fred in the shed, or at least hear them. Some of the bunch down south there. But I have heard voices in the distance, but not eligible. You know, not enough to hear what they're saying. They probably wouldn't hear me anyway, because I'm not pushing a great deal of power. But have you had any good contacts tonight, Tom?
Well, I have, mate, but not on this band. I've just been and had me tea, and just came up. I knew you and Adrian were going to go and activate some various high spots, and we unfortunately can't get out this evening for some technical reasons, too boring to go into. But I've sort of just decided I'd come and support you guys as much as anything, and came up in the shack and give you a shout.
Oh, good stuff. Thanks for that. I'll tell you something. I was frightened then for a little minute. A jogger's just ran by with no lights on, and I heard this do because I've got my window open, and I nearly my heart's definitely working.
Well, you look after that pump, mate. You need it. Yes, it's one of those, isn't it? I'm quite lucky in going out operating portable somewhere, really very quiet, and I don't get bothered by anybody. The local farmers know who I am, and nod and tip the hat and flash the lights occasionally on the way past, and pretty much leave me alone. But it's difficult to find somewhere, as Adrian will attest, that you can just operate portable without interference.
Good stuff, right? And Tom, I think by now he would have made his magical connections, flew a few sparks in there, and come on, Adrian, they'll have a fantastic audio, that radio should. Bring it in.
Charlie Tango 1017, Mr. Shane, famous man from YouTube. How copy?
No problem, mate. It's a bit of a thin audio compared to your last one. It's okay, don't get me wrong, but it hasn't got much bass in it. It's more teeth, but no negatory. It's Harts Hill. I'm on a hill. Static mobile on a hill. Harts Hill. Nuneaton, Warwickshire, Roger. You'll have to go again on that. Sorry, I didn't catch what you said there.
No worries, Shane. We'll just pass your details through to Nigel. It's Charlie Tango 1017, Shane, in Harts Hill. Roger?
Yeah, that's correct, mate. Can you tell me where you are and your call sign, please?
Matthew Scott, 054 Echo Bravo 1658 QSL.
QSK Charlie Tango 1017 and probably 3 other people as well standing by the frequency.
Echo Bravo 1658, any copy on 2121? I heard you down on the AM, did you get into anyone?
I can hear some voices in the background, but I think I heard the rocket blink, but no actual contact.
Okay, roger that. I'm taking a standby.
QRZ Charlie Tango 1017, Charlie Tango 1017 and others standing by the frequency.
Bravo 63 also.
Go for it, Adrian.
Yeah, Devizes Wiltshire, any copy on 2121? 20 Paul. Sorry, excuse me, 204 Paul. Yeah, how are we doing, Paul? 2121 Adrian, 9 miles north of Banbury. I got you 5 and 9 Paul, 59. And is it Fox India 204?
Nothing this way, that's for sure. How about it, Rod? Grimsby, do you have a copy on this Charlie Tango 1017? That's Rod in Grimsby. Spoke to him last night on there.
I'm getting nothing is I've got to the night time it's crappy on me.
Yeah, he's up on Danbury, the North Yorkshire Moors just outside Whitby there.
Yeah, I know he's there. I can hear there's something in the background, but I can't make out any modulation, mate.
Got £9 a share Aussie. You're 5 and 3. You're Aussie anyway.
Right, cheers, right. That's how I receive on this antenna, I think.
Right, okay, Paul. Cheers and beers.
Yeah, cheers, mate. 10-10 break to everybody on the channel.
Rod.
Hello.
It's Shane, mate. Spoke to you last night on SSB. I'm square-wheeled in Nuneaton, Warwickshire, Roger.
Yeah, come again, shall we, Rod?
Yeah, Shane, Charlie Tango 1017, square-wheeled in Warwickshire, in Nuneaton, Warwickshire. Charlie Tango 1017, QSL.
Yeah, Shane, go ahead.
Yeah, no problems, mate. I'm glad to have caught you on the 36th year anniversary. I can tell Ozzy I know he won't hear me, but I can hear him as well. He's making it to Nuneaton, Warwickshire, Roger.
Hi, Roger, you on Burton Dassett?
No, that's my friend. He's on the Burton Dassett. I'm on a hill in Hartshill. It's called Hartshill, Nuneaton, Roger.
Hartshill, Nuneaton. I don't know, you're hardly getting the one off you. I don't know whether Ozzy will get you.
No, I doubt if he will. He spoke to me last night on SSB. I was in the same location last night, SSB, but I'm on an old Harrier, a traditional Harrier CBX, so I doubt if he'll hear me tonight, mate, but I can hear him from time to time.
Doing the job, you're 5 and 1, mate. 5 and 1, no problem.
Okay, cheers for that one, Rod. I've also got other stations with me if you...
Yeah. It comes to us all if we live that long. How about you, Adrian? Are you feeling your years?
QSK on the side.
QSK
okay on the side you are, Dulwich, please stand by. Yeah, I'm feeling good actually, yeah. I'm under a new trainer now. Mr. Shane, he's took me under his wing, and he's forcing me to go out and bike rides and stuff like that. Obviously I'm joking there, but I think that might be him on the side, Selwyn, so with your permission. On the side, let it slide.
Well, I brought Rod down, he's in Grimsby, he's going to talk to all of you, so give him a call, Adrian. Rod.
What, not the famous man, Rod, is it? Is it Rod? 21, Corey, Rod. How are we doing, Rod? Happy birthday?
Happy birthday, buddy. Yeah, no problem. 5 and 2, mate.
You're 5 and 9, mate. 5 and 9. I've got the preamplifier on. I'm on an older Maxcom 30E retro style.
Oh, can't hold you, mate. Sounds lovely.
I'll pass you round to Shane and he can pass you round, mate. Nice to hear you.
Yeah, take care, son.
You pass him to everyone, because I don't know everybody's call signs, Adrian, if you don't mind, mate.
Okay, all right, Rod, stand by then. Echo Bravo, 1658, Mr. Dwayne. Mr. Dwayne, any copy on Rod? Probably up at case to top, are you, Rod?
Roger.
How about it, Dwayne?
Negative from me, my friend. Can't hear him.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, yeah, Dwayne's a static mobile station, Rod, on the outskirts of the city of Coventry. No copy on that one. Mr. Selwyn, any copy on Rod up at case to top?
Rod, case to top. You copy. Delta Bravo 110. Back to you.
Anything on that one, Rod?
Negative, mate.
Okay, no, that's not going to patch you through on that one. Who else we got on here? Spider John. Okay, Spider John, aka Charlie Tango 919. Can you hear Rod over at case to top, John?
That's a negative. No, nothing's coming through at all.
Can you hear a high gain Roger, please, then, Rod?
He's coming through here. Tell him to give me a shout.
Johnny's copying you, mate. Give him a shout. His name's Rod. He's at case to top.
Good evening, Rod. I'm sorry I can't hear you. Are you copying me? I copy you fine, John. No problem at all. By Radio 3, Roger.
You made it, John. You made it to the coast there, mate. Yeah, you're Radio 3 to case to top.
Is that west of Grimsby, is it, case to top? Roger, that's twice on the trot I've spoke to you, on FM and SSB. Got you last night, clear as a bell.
Here we go, it's all good. Happy birthday!
What are you drinking, Rod? I want to point to that.
I'm just drinking the old coffee, mate, no worries.
Yeah, same here. Out of the old stainless steel flask. Nice to meet you on the Fox Fight, Rod. That's a bit of a treat.
Yeah, it's a bit of a treat, mate. Mind you, it's all. I mean, I was up on where you was, on the net channel. It's so manic on there, man. I think everybody in the world can hear me, but I can't. Nobody else can hear them.
I know, it's the same, mate. It's just one wall of noise, isn't it, often? But Tom's knocking about somewhere on here. Delta Alpha 75 Tom. I'll just leave a pause. You boy on here, Tom? Nope, nothing heard. Okay, yeah, well, Tom's knocking about somewhere, Rod, so keep your ears pinned back for him. He's at the home QTH tonight, not out portable.
Ah, Roger Dodge, yeah, but I talk to Tom on the old funny mode.
Yeah, I don't know, he has got an old Midland 4001 tucked away somewhere, but I'm not sure if that's what he's on the air tonight with. I don't think it is, actually, but, well, 73 from me and all the lads over here in the Midlands, Rod. Happy birthday.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Same to you, mate. Well, I'll stand by the frequency if anybody else comes on. Well, we maybe get them through or not, we'll see. Happy birthday, mate. 73.
Cheers for coming down here, Rod. Thanks for that, mate.
No worries, Shane. Pleasure's all mine, mate. That's what radio is all about. It's just a shame it can't be like this all the time.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of people creeping from the past coming back on. So you never know, mate. It might still have a very bright future, let's hope. But yeah, I'm glad to have made the contact with you on FM. I was surprised I spoke to you last night. It seems this is a good spot I've found here. One that a friend recommended, Mr. Tim. Are you on here, Tim?
I'm on here, though.
No, he's not on here. Never mind. He's probably attending his children. The ice cream van was around, I think he said, didn't he, Adrian?
You're about
bad man, Shane. You're a bad man. Stand by, Rod. I think we've got our friend Andy, who's mobile in Warwickshire. Andy, any copy? Stone Andy, any copy on this one?
I don't think that was Andy, Adrian.
Oh, was it, mate? I'll bring him in if you can hear someone. I thought it was Andy.
No, the guy what came in when I shouted, Tim, I'm not sure who you are, with the Roger Bleep. Bring it back, mate, we're listening.
How are you? It's Andy, mobile, M42, mate.
Oh, it is Andy. Sorry, mate, you had a high-pitched voice. There's a few on here, but if you wish to give Rod a shout, just south of Grimsby, go for it, mate.
Hello, Grimsby. It's Andy on the M42, just coming up towards the A5 on Tamworth. Stand by, Rod. Stand by, Rod.
Go again, Andy.
I said it's Andy on the M42 going towards the A5 turning junction 10 on the A5. Well, M42. Go ahead.
I don't think he's taking you, mate. You both seem to double together. Is that what's happening, Adrian?
Try it again. Rod, stand by. Shane, microphone to you.
Right, and go for it, Andy. Stand by. He's calling for you in 1 second when I dekey Rod. Go for it, Andy.
Good evening. It's Andy on the M42, just coming up towards Kingsbury on the M42. Can you hear me out there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Did you get anything there, Rod?
Negative, mate. I've got a Sheffield station showing.
Ah, Roger, he's got a Sheffield station and what's coming over the top of you, Andy, so, but we did try, matey.
What a shame. Where are you, Shane, anyway? Well, I'm on the side.
I'm in Hartshill, mate, in my car in Hartshill, behind the malt shovel.
Oh, I know, mate, not far from my mooring. All right, mate, I'm on the side anyway, so I shall be monitoring the situation.
Right, yeah, you carry on, Rod.
Just going down 1 minute.
Barnsley, to yourself. Oh, Brent, sorry about that, mate. 2419. Yeah, was you picking Adrian up in Burton Bassett? No, negative. Just you, mate. And that's about it.
I've got him, Rob.
Oh, Shane's got you. Give Shane a shout there.
Yeah, have you got me, Shane?
Yep, 7 over 5 to this way, mate. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm not pushing much power, but I'm static mobile. I'm in a place called Hartshill, Nuneaton, Warwickshire. 7 over 5, clear as a bell to me, Roger.
We got you £7 there, over at Hartshill, near Nuneaton, Roger.
Flipping it, that's a cracking distance for on here.
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate that you can't pick him up, mate.
Yeah, I'm struggling picking a lot of stations up at the minute. I don't know whether it's my antenna or what, but whichever radio I listen on, I'm struggling.
Alright, Brent, no worries, mate. What's your QTH you say? I forgot.
I'm west of Barnsley. I'm very close to junction 38 of the Mike 1. QSL.
Alright, west of Barnsley, junction Mike 31, do you say?
38.
Junction 38. Okay, Brent, no worries at all, mate. That'd have been a nice copy there, because Shane's over in Hartshill, just outside Nuneaton, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, that's a good copy for me, Nuneaton, on FM. Very good.
So he's getting you 5 and 7 loud and clear, mate, no problem at all.
It'll be on my YouTube video as well, Rod. I'm filming it.
I'm impressed with that. That's great. But I'm on my ICOM, so I'm pushing plenty of power out, so yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so I'm getting you 20 over, mate. Alright, we'll hold it with you, Shane. I'm getting names mixed up there now, Brent. Take care, buddy, 73s.
Yeah, I'll move on, mate, and let you all crack on. Nice to have a little natter with you. 73s, mate.
Cheers, Brent. Back to you there, Adrian. Cheers, Rod. Thanks for the patch boost, by the way, mate. Yeah, you seem to have adopted the chair position for a minute there. I don't care. I love it. It's a good night for radio, you got to say. It is a good night.
Tonight and last night has been brilliant, mate, for so long distance ground wave.
Yep, you're right there. Yeah, it has.
I've just put the preamp on.
A couple of nights, actually.
for that guy in Barnsley.
Tonight, actually, the ground weight's even better.
Turn it back off.
You had Scotland last night.
You did?
Ozzy and me was, well, he couldn't hear me, but I was getting him all right, so, yeah, he was coming through. Bit of a struggle, like, but he was up here just for it.
Yeah, are you sure it's only 100 watts out the back of that 706?
Aye.
More like 100
I'll
watts.
fault you there, buddy. I can't fault you one bit. Nice to get away from QRM from there indoors, because I do it regular. Well, I don't have that problem, unfortunately, so I'm a bit spoiled in that direction. You know, I can do what I want, well, basically.
Oh,
well, that's even better. I know everybody keeps saying to me, how's your wife? I'm still moaning. When she's moaning, she's happy.
Hey, we ain't married to the same woman, are we, Rob?
Probably.
That's where she keeps disappearing too.
I'll tell you what, Shane, I'm not joking. They were inherited down through the genes. Shitty nappies, shopping, and talcum powder and moaning.
Yeah, I've just got the. You can forget the rest. She's too old for that now. But moaning, she's 100% of that one. But anyhow, carry on. I'll shut up. Carry on with blooming out. I'm gonna have to start writing numbers down here now.
Looks like you're in the chair.
I'm in a seat, but I won't be here much longer, to be honest, mate. I had a drink of my tea on me before I left home, and it was absolutely horrible. I had to spit it out and throw the cup away. I don't know what happened there. I've never had a bad flask of tea before, but I've not had a drink now for about 2.5 hours. But are you taking this guy in Staffordshire, Adrian?
I did work, Terry, earlier tonight on the FM, but I'm not taking him at all very well at the moment, so I'm not sure if he's moved location or what. I had him no problem earlier, but Terry, if you can hear me, tell him to me, mate. I'm not making it with you at the moment. I'm thinking you've moved somewhere, but I'll pass the mic round to Shane. Right.
It's alright, you doubled for most of that, Terry. Adrian says he's not taking you at the moment, mate. He don't know if you've moved since earlier on.
Oh, I've got the same problem, Shane. Adrian's dropped with me as well, so I don't know whether conditions have changed a little bit, but I was getting him really good, quite strong signal.
Oh no, he's not changed or done nothing different, Adrian, to earlier on, and he's losing you also. He just said he didn't know if the conditions were changing, but I've got you both very strong, and Rod. Is that you, Dwayne? There's a few on here, mate. You can take your pick. There's a guy in Staffordshire. I'm not going to repeat his call sign. There's Rod in near Grimsby, Adrian, and I'm not sure if Tom. What happened to Tom and Selwyn, Adrian? Have they gone?
Leaving the pause? I guess so, mate. Yeah, they're probably flicking around elsewhere, but yeah, are you, Dwayne? Yeah, the guy in Staffordshire that you can hear, Dwayne. Charlie Tango 1405 Terry. Take it over to him.
Yes, okay.
Roger, Terry. Charlie Tango 140. This is Echo Bravo 1658. Operator name Dwayne Coventry. Roger.
QSK acknowledged.
No, I did hear him. He's gone now.
I don't think he's picking you up, Dwayne. Are you, Terry, are you picking Dwayne up? He'll give you a shout then, mate. He's static mobile somewhere, I'm not sure where of. And the QSK you have been acknowledged, mate. We'll bring you in a second. Anything on that one, mate, Staffordshire? Anything on Dwayne?
Yeah, only just, if you can get him to give me another call, I'll turn the volume up and have another listen.
Right, yeah, go for it again, Dwayne. He is getting you.
Yeah, Roger, Terry. I just got you there, my friend. This is Dwayne Coventry City Centre, mobile static. And your radio report is a zero signal, but a radio 3. Roger?
Roger, Dwayne. Very similar report back for you there. No signal. I'm getting a lot of static coming through, but I can just about read you. So very, very similar report. But thanks for the report and giving me a shout there, Dwayne.
Yeah, no problem there, Terry. Nice to have a quick chat with you there. I'll have you back to you in the chair there, Shane.
Well, I'm not sure that I'm in the chair, mate. There's a few chair holders here. Adrian, I'll let you bring that station in. What's just coming on the side, mate, if that's all right. I ain't got my pen handy and my paper, so as soon as somebody starts giving me numbers, it's in one ear and out the other one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, QSK, QRZ.
Yeah, good evening, how you doing, Shane? It's Mickey Mobile. Yeah, got you. Okay, yeah, I think there's one or two of them. I've just come on the channel, so I know there's AD out there, and I know there's Shane. And they, I think, are over kind of Warwickshire way, if I'm saying that right.
Yeah, you've also got Rod, he's in Grimsby. You've also got Dwayne, he's in Coventry. And that's hopefully I'm not leaving anybody out there, Mickey.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no worries. Well, listen, I'm gonna sit quiet a minute, because I've literally just got up here, and I'll have a listen to you all.
Right, yeah, mate, no problems.
Mickey, you're 9 quid to me and...
Mickey. I got Mickey, and then that was it. Someone keyed over. You go again.
I said I'm struggling with them, mate. I am struggling with them. But yeah, have a good one anyway. I'll drop by in a bit.
Yeah, all right, Alan. Yeah, no worries. The other station that was saying Mickey, go again.
9 quid to me, just outside Grimsby.
Oh, very good. Okay, yeah, I've got you on about an 8 here, and I'm just outside of Colville, Leicestershire, junction 22 of the M1.
I know exactly where you are, Brecker. No worries at all. Okie dokie.
There you go. Right, going quiet. Back over to you, like over there, Shane and AD.
Right, and I'm going to do one here. This is my time to escape the channel. As much as I'd like to stay, I'm really desperate for a drink. I've not had one for quite some time. My flask didn't hold up for some unknown reason, and I've got loads of unloading of car batteries and etc, etc, and I've had no dinner either. I'm not making excuses, but I'm going to depart the frequency. I have got a lot of video footage to edit when I get home to try and get on the famous YouTube tomorrow. So I'm going to wish everybody a good evening and happy birthday 36-year celebration for the UK legalised CBFM Muppet Block. And nice to talk to you, Rod, again. And I will be in this spot on a regular basis, so you will hear me again, mate. Bravo Delta 33 or Charlie Tango 1017. And you, Adrian, Dwayne, and yourself there, Mickey. I'm not just departing because you've come, mate. I'm desperate for a cup of tea and some food, and so I'm gonna leave the frequency and drive home and then unload my car and everything. But thanks for everybody on here, and it's like I said, I've captured most of it on video, so I will do some serious editing, get the rubbish out, and put it on my channel for tomorrow tea time.
No excuse, lightweight.
Yeah, that's me, mate. I've got a headache as well for some unknown reason. I've got some new glasses, bloody bifocal things, and every time I look down I don't catch the spot right, so they're blurred. So yeah, I'm a lightweight, that's me.
Okay there, Shane. Nice, a pleasure to catch up with you again, mate. All the best from 73s.
Yeah, thank you, Rod. Cheers for that one, mate. It was nice to copy, and I did hear Ozzy earlier as well, and I did speak to him last night, so that was good. Good night, Adrian, Mickey, Dwayne, and anybody else on here that I've missed. I think it's Terry in Staffordshire as well. If you look on my channel tomorrow, mate, you will hear yourself.
Yeah, Shane, I've got a bit of video myself, if you want to hear how you were coming through to Staffordshire. But nice to make contact with you, Shane, and take care, mate, all the best.
Thank you very much, mate. Good evening all. See you, Adrian.
Cheers, Shane. Thanks for making the effort tonight, mate. On behalf of everyone you've spoken to, we all appreciate you, charging up the batteries and lobbing all the gear in the car and going out on a cold winter's night. So we're 73, mate. Catch you tomorrow.
I ain't noticed it's been cold, to be honest. I've got all my windows open as well. Yeah, thank you, everyone. It has been a great night. I'm going to do some serious twiddling with my video machine now and and drive home. Catch you in a bit, all. Take care, and for the rest of the night, however long you're staying on, have a good DX.
Good night, Shane.
Shane, all the best, buddy.
Good night, all. Good night, Dwayne. Good night, Adrian and Terry. We're gone, and Mickey.